Hi City Crew, I'm Elsha and I'd like to welcome you to the Crew Show with Mike. If you're new here, we are so excited to have you with us. We're glad that you took the time out and decided to spend it with us. Essentially what happens is every week we play a game, we worship, and then we listen to a little bit of the Word of God and see where that takes us. We really hope that you're encouraged by what you hear today. And then grade 7s. There's a really cool announcement that's coming up for you right after this.
Where do you look when things are broken? When things fall apart, where do you turn? What happens when you face the fact that you're not going to fix this problem by yourself? Do you fix your eyes on the problem? Do you see the hurdle and the heartache? Do you try face the challenges on your own? Where do you set your sights? Do you trust God, that He is in control? Where do you fix your eyes?
Having a seat for me on the small black chair, please. You can just put your chin on the rest and bring your forehead forward so it's touching the top. Keep your eyes open and still for me. We're going to do the same thing in your next eye. For me, is it any better with option 1? 2,
1.
Any clearer with option 2, 3, 2, 3,
2,
any clearer with option 3, 4,
4,
excellent. Better please with 1 or 2, 1,
1,
better please with 2 or 3,
3.
that should be nice and clear.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, can see better, 100%. So good.
This is exactly what you need to fix your eyes.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Cool, hello and welcome back to another City Crew video. We are so glad to have you guys here. I'm joined by Phil. Sorry, there was some other stuff happening. I'm joined by Phil Lip. If you don't know, you may have seen him actually. He's the guy who's been helping us lead worship, singing songs. He's got a good voice. It's okay, I guess, just a little bit. And today we have another game. It's pretty simple. While we wait for Phil to fix his beanie, or while he's fixing his beanie, we're going to be stacking cups. Pretty much. It sounds boring, but it's really not. This is how it's going to work. As you can see, we already got, I guess, 2 stacks of 3 and 3, 5, of 6. 3 and 6. It's pretty simple. How we're gonna do it is we're gonna race down. Oh wow. I don't think that's how it works, but okay. We're gonna go down, make a big one long stack, row, column, put it up again the same way it is here, go down again, up, and down. I think that's 3 times. I lost count, but it's fine. Basically,
We're gonna
down,
end here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Down, up, no, and down. And down. So it's down, up, and then down. And then we'll go on to something else, another challenge that we have. Okay, that's simple. You get it?
Okay,
You
cool.
got it?
Got it.
I don't know why you separated yours. I remember this being close.
Hands behind your back.
Okay, can we get a count from from someone from behind the camera? Anyone?
3, 2, 1, go!
So here's the thing. I completely forgot that. Let's go up again. These cups got stuck.
Oh no!
Yes! This is brilliant. Oh wait. There we go.
I feel like I'm gonna break these.
Oh no! No! I forgot. I lost count of where I am.
That's 2.
2. So this is my last one.
No. You're on 1.
I'm on 1. What? This is my last one. Stack up and down. I'm going slow. Jeepers.
Oh wait! I'm gonna go down. I thought we ended up. No. Anyways, I feel like you had practice, Mike.
I had a little bit, but I was going slow as well. I just want to say, just a disclaimer, that's the second time I've been in full.
That was a
Actually,
test.
third.
That was a test round.
Test round. Okay, we'll go again. I don't know if it's just me or you, but I'm out of breath. Just a little bit.
I don't know why you're out of breath, Mike.
I mean, I had to run to fetch one that you like almost. Okay, you don't really knock it over. I
Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Very simple. If you want to play this at home, preferably with plastic cups, because I don't think your parents would appreciate you using the glasses, because those break. It's very simple.
I feel like we should change the rules.
Oh.
I feel
Okay.
like it should be one hand.
One hand. Oh.
And your weakest hand.
You both! Okay, so here's the thing. Full can use both hands. That's why he's saying that. Here's my thing. How you gotta get the cups out when they're like, because half the time they get stuck in properly, you know?
One hand. Use your teeth. Okay.
Okay, that last one counted. I won it. I'm just using that.
Fine.
Okay, this is the last one.
So this is
Okay,
round
remember.
2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Down, up. Down, up. Down, up.
Or because we're doing it, because we...
Down.
Wait. Because we're using one hand, let's just go down, up, down.
Okay.
Does it make sense? Okay.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, that would have worked. This is technically stacking, right? Oh, that's one cup. That's embarrassing. Do you want to just wait, you know?
Any day now, Mike. Any day now.
I think I won that one.
Oh, that was brilliant. I'll give you the first round.
I won that
100%
one
round.
for embarrassing
I feel like
moments.
this is the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, last
round
one.
3.
Okay.
But what are we gonna do? We're gonna throw in Is this the paper one?
No. We can do this one more time.
One more time.
You have another idea, so we can use that idea. I'm gonna throw mine here, just because I can.
So, normal.
Normal?
Both hands.
Both hands?
I think I've got an idea.
But we have to do it 6 times.
6 times. So it's down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down.
Let the praises go up as the walls come
Down.
down. Come on!
There we go.
We're gonna
Okay.
do good grace, I think, after this. Hopefully.
Okay,
Otherwise,
so
it's embarrassing on my side.
Can you count the
Yeah.
downs and the ups?
Yeah. Can we have, yeah. Okay.
Okay, can you count us in?
2 hands? Yes, 2 hands. Cool.
I've got a strategy here, guys. I've got a strategy. I think it's gonna work.
Yeah.
I'm gonna copy full strategy.
2, 1, go.
No! What?
Yeah, what did
This
you
thing is
do?
falling in!
What did you do? What did you do? What is your strategy, Mike?
My strategy is technically I'm still the same.
Full 1. Mike 1. Mike 2. Full 2.
Sorry. That was a joke along. Oh!
Full 3. Mike 3.
No!
Full 4.
I stacked him! I stacked
Mike
him!
3.
No, it's not falling!
Full 5.
Oh wait, I gave you one too many.
Full 6.
Back up. Am I done? I'm done.
I think I had 3. 2.
2.
So what happened was, I was trying to stack them and I forgot that they're still stuck together, so I keep going 2 at a time. It's embarrassing.
This is what winning looks like, guys.
I mean, I also have it, just so you know.
If you ain't first, you're last.
It's not that hard. Cool! We're gonna have another round just with 3 cups, so you can just grab 3. You can put the other number of them aside. We got some paper. How it's gonna work is this. When you first get the paper, is
I
it
like
this
this
way?
color.
You like what? Oh. It's a nice color. Oh wow, okay. Jesus. Cool. It's gonna be that simple. Oh, that's 2 papers. Let me take one away. Okay, very simple. We just need to place paper in between the 3 cups. I've already failed. That's embarrassing, just so you know. Okay. I'm just gonna grab another cup. Okay, and what we're gonna do is this. I'm first gonna grab a few papers. Oh wait, you have paper. Never mind. That's embarrassing. Cool, what we're gonna do is this. Stack it the way Paul stacked it and the way I'm finishing now. Okay, very simple. We're gonna pull the paper out and let the cups slip into each other. Not that hard. Apparently it really kind of is. I think with these kind of cups it's even harder because they've got some grip on them. That's the action. Just I don't know what those. That's simple. That's all you have to do. So just grab some paper at home, cut it into a whatever size this is. A7. Yes, I read that right. Sorry. That simple. Cup, paper, pull the paper out, let the cup slip in. Again, do this with plastic cup, not with glass. Because glasses do break. I've done it once. Not a good idea. Okay. Test round? Practice round? Or should we just go straight into it?
I think we should just go straight into
Straight
it.
into it. Okay, best. Let's try 2 out of 3 for now.
So first,
3.
so is it first
First 2.
to 3?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about quickly stacking again.
Okay.
We'll just keep pulling. Basically, The winner is whoever gets it in properly the most times. You're gonna try and go 2 at it straight too.
3, 2, 1.
Yes! Woo! That's 1 for me.
Wow.
I'm just saying. Props to like that was a good idea. I thought about that.
So you copied my idea.
No, I don't use 2 hands. I just knew it was gonna fail, so I didn't. Oh, come on. That's embarrassing. How can you not stack? Cup! I think this cup's skew. Yep, there we go. Okay. 1-0 so far to me.
So if you get this next one, you win or I win.
No, we'll keep going until time's up, I think. And see who
3,
has the most.
2, 1.
Okay, both failed. Fair point. Fair.
Did I win? Because I got 2. Awesome.
What? How does that work? I thought it was all 3. Okay, wow. Apparently people are mad at me for whatever reason, so they're just making me lose. I'm gonna turn this paper around. I feel like it's easier to put it out this way. Okay.
So this is like the final. Whoever gets this. Okay.
3,
Hold on. Just making sure my paper's lined up.
3, 2, 1.
Wait, what? Can we actually go back to eating games? I feel like I was better at eating games rather. I prefer to win. I'd rather go back to eating games. This is not fair. Just so you know, I know I didn't mention at the start, but Phil does get a prize.
Oh, thank you.
ABC's 1, 2, 3's chocolate, nut, dairy, what?
Whole nut.
Whole nut. I don't know if he likes whole nuts. What we're gonna do now, I just want to remind you guys, last week we told you that Conference 2020 is still happening, City Youth Conference. If you are in grade 7, oh yes, this is some merch, if you want some, please email, or let us know in the comments if you want actually. It's really cool. There's a hoodie, we'll show you guys a video of what kind of stuff there is. But if you are in grade 7, we want to invite you. It is going to be online on YouTube. We will let your parents know by email what is happening. We'll also bring up maybe a video or 2 closer to the time of how things are going to happen. So if you are in grade 7, your brother or sister, cousin or friend, I think I've covered everyone, that is in grade 7 or in high school even, let them know that it is happening. Again, grade 7s to matrics, you are invited. Right now, we're going to go into a time of worship. So, let's head right into it.
Give you thanks, I will give you thanks all day, and every circumstance. Got a whole long list I can talk about. I'm gonna start right now. Thank you for your mercy, thank you for your grace, thank you for your blessings, thank you for the day, thank you for the things you do. What I gotta say, thank you, Lord, for who you are.
reflect, I find perspective. They're in the best and worst days of this life. You were always on my side. You're in the pain, you're in the promise, and on the days the furnace finds my faith, you're the fourth within the flames. I don't need to know what the future says, 'cause if the past could talk, it would tell me this: my God isn't finished yet. If he did it before, he could do it again. So I trust him with what comes next. For the God I know is known for faithfulness. Hindsight says I can trust him with what's next. For the God I know is known for faithfulness. There's more ahead than what's behind me, 'cause through the highs and lows and in between, God, you go ahead of me. And when you come, I will follow. If the water falls beneath my feet, then you pull me from the deep. I don't need to know what the future says, 'cause if the past could talk, it would tell me this: my God isn't finished yet. If he did it before, he could do it again. So I trust him with what comes next. For the God I know is known for faithfulness. And my hindsight says I can trust him with what's next. The God I know is known for faithfulness. I need to know what the future says, 'cause if the past could talk, it would tell me this. God isn't finished yet. If he did it before, he could do it again. So I trust him with what comes next. Yeah, my hindsight says I can count on him, 'cause my God isn't finished yet. If he did it before, he could do it again. So I trust him with what comes next. For the God I know is known for faithfulness. Yeah, my hindsight says I can trust him with what's next. The God I know is known for faithfulness.
Hey guys, welcome to the segment Word of the Week. And I'm so excited. This week we are in a series dealing with women in the Bible. Today we're going to be talking about Abigail. So there are a few things that Abigail is well known for, and that is her courage, her bravery, and her wisdom. So a little bit of backstory about Abigail and what we're going to be talking about. So firstly, the scripture we're going to be focusing on or in is 1 Samuel 25. It is the entire chapter. But I don't want to force you to scrub through, because I know you'll be tempted to. So we're going to do this in segments. I'm going to read a bit, explain a bit, read a bit, explain a bit. But before we start, let's get a little bit of context. So there's this guy named Nabal, a very wealthy man who owned a lot of property. And during this time, it was a time when David was on the run from Saul, and he was kind of a fugitive on the run near the area where Nabal's property was. So he was chilling in that area, and Nabal had his sheep and all his other livestock in the same property, in the same area. But because David was a fugitive, there were a lot of things that could have gone wrong. He could have stole the sheep, he could have harassed the shepherds in the area, but he didn't do any of that. Instead, he showed them great kindness. And there's this festival called sheep shearing season. Basically, it's when they take all the fur off the sheep and they use it to make wool. So this is the time that we're in right now, and it's a festival. So David finds out, and he sends some of his people, like messengers, to Nabal in his home to ask him if he has anything that he can spare from the festival for David, whether it's food, some sheep's materials, anything like that, raisin cakes. But Nabal refuses. So we're going to read from verse 10, where we get to hear Nabal's response. So that is 1 Samuel chapter 25, verse 10. And it reads, Nabal answered David's servants, "Who is David? Who is the son of Jesse? Many servants are breaking away from their masters these days. Why should I take my bread and my water and the meat that I have slaughtered for my shearers and give it to this man who comes from who knows where?" So that was very insulting. David wasn't trying to blackmail him, and I know that's probably what you're trying to think. David was saying, look, I could have done all of these things wrong, but I didn't, so now you owe me. That's not what he's trying to do at all. He's just merely saying, I showed you a great kindness. Is there anything that you could spare for me? And Nabal is really insulting. He basically says, he insinuates that David kind of insulted his master and ran away from his master, but that's obviously not the case. And he refuses, basically. So this is kind of where we meet Abigail, who is our heroine of the story. So that will be in verse 14. One of the servants told Abigail, Nabal's wife, David sent messages from the wilderness to give our masters greetings, but he hurled insults at them. Yet these men were very good to us. They did not ill-treat us, and the whole time we were in the fields there, nothing happened to us. Night and day they were a wall around us, while we were herding our sheep near them. Now think it over and see what you can do, because disaster is hanging over us and our master and his entire household. He is a wicked man, and no one can talk to him. Abigail acted quickly. She took 200 loaves of bread, 2 skins of wine, 5 dressed sheep, 5 shears of roasted grain, 100 raisin cakes, 200 cakes of pressed figs, and loaded them on her donkey. She told her servants, go ahead and I'll follow. But she did not tell her husband. So this is the first most notable thing we see about Abigail. We see that she is brave and that she acts quickly. Abigail realizes the weight of the situation and the consequences that it could potentially have. Her husband has insulted David, and David is furious. Her servant tells her that David is upset and he wants to potentially come and not slaughter, but like attack their people. The word they use in the Bible is bloodshed. So potentially there's going to be some death. Abigail realizes that this is a disastrous situation and she acts. She literally packs the things that she does, which I read, which is a lot of things. I don't even know what pressed fig cake is, but she packed that and she goes straight into the face of danger. She gets on a donkey and she goes towards David. So the next thing, okay, so now we know, okay, David's mad. And then as David's kind of marching or making his way towards Nabal's property to kind of attack him and his people to get vengeance for himself, we can see, we hear that he's basically thinking like, I wasted my time looking after this guy's property and showing his people kindness and not stealing his sheep because he basically kind of spat in my face. He doesn't even show me any like gratitude or anything. So obviously David's upset, man. I would be as well. So the next thing we see is in verse 23. So Abigail's on her way to go meet David. When Abigail saw David, she quickly got off her donkey and bowed down before David with her face on the ground. She fell at his feet and said, Pardon your servant, my lord, and let me speak to you. Hear what your servant has to say. Please pay no attention to my lord, to that wicked man Nabal. He is just as his name is. His name means fool, and folly goes with him. And as for me, your servant, I did not see the men my lord sent. And now my lord has surely, as the Lord your God lives, since the Lord kept you from bloodshed and avenging yourself with your own hands. May your enemies and all those intent to harm you like Nabal. And let this gift, which your servant has brought to you, my Lord, be given to those men who follow you. Please forgive your servant's presumptions. The Lord, your God, will certainly make a lasting dynasty for my Lord, because you fight the Lord's battles. No wrongdoing will be found in you as long as you live. Even though someone is pursuing you to take your life, the life of the Lord will be bound securely in the bundle of the living by the Lord your God. But the lives of your enemies will hurl away as from the pocket of a sling. When the Lord has fulfilled my Lord for everything he has promised concerning him and his appointment as ruler over Israel, my Lord will have his conscience the staggering burden of needless bloodshed, or having avenged himself. And when the Lord your God has brought my Lord success, remember your servant. Okay, there is a lot of lords. I was confused. I stumbled. You heard me. So I'm going to explain it a little bit. Okay, so this is kind of where we enter the next most notable thing about Abigail, which is her ability to become a mediator. And we also get to see her wisdom and how she acknowledges the bigger picture. And in doing so, she potentially saves an entire nation. So what happens is, when she meets David, the first thing she does is she shows him great respect by bowing down to him. Then she begins to ask for forgiveness on the behalf of her husband. This is kind of where we see her take the role as mediator. She asks for forgiveness on behalf of her husband, and she says, pay no attention to what he said, because he is a fool. Then the next thing that she does is she's able to see the bigger picture. She has wisdom to understand and see the bigger picture. She knows of David, and she heard the stories of David, how he killed Goliath with a slingshot and a stone, and how he's kind of on the run from Saul and all these enemies, but he's still not defeated. So she reminds him that God is always with him. She refers to God as the Lord your God. When she says, my Lord, she's referring to David. I know. Anyway, so she says that God has potentially protected David from his enemies, and he's never had to physically take vengeance with his own hands. He's never had to go and fight his own battles, because the Lord has been doing it on his behalf. So she reminds him of that. And she also tells him that God has some great things in store for him, which David already knows, and that he has a really bright future ahead of him. And because of this, the great potential that he has, does he really want to look back at this moment and wonder or feel regret at the fact that he took vengeance into his own hands and he caused unnecessary bloodshed? So she kind of gives him that insight and tries to explain to him, showing great wisdom. And David is able to acknowledge the courage, the bravery, and the wisdom that Abigail has, because in that very moment, he praises her and he says, thank you, go in peace. So he realizes that she showed great bravery, basically. And kind of before she ends her long speech of mediation and wisdom, she asks David to remember her, because she knows he's going to be successful and she knows he has great things in store for his life. She simply asks him to remember her when he gets to his place of success. And this is kind of where we see her go off in peace. When she gets home, her husband is drunk and kind of not like in the greatest of headspaces, so she doesn't say anything to him. She waits for him to sober up the next morning, and she says to him. In the Bible we read that his heart failed him, and then 10 days later he died. So unfortunate for him, but he wasn't a great guy. Anyway, David finds out about the fact that her husband died, and he calls for her to be his wife. So basically remembering her like she'd asked. This also shows us that when we show great courage, bravery, and we use wisdom, there is a reward. So Abigail is an important woman in the Bible because she showed great bravery in the face of danger. She goes to David and she shows great wisdom in mediation in her ability to not only reason with David, but also to see the bigger picture. She sees the bigger picture and she reasons with David. She also has insight into the great things that he's going to be doing in his life, and she gets rewarded. There is a reward for courage and wisdom.